Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I look like a right mess and excuse me because I've just been working all day and now I'm going out for a Christmas meal with some friends, but I need to make a very quick meal for my family. So I am making the quickest but absolutely delicious pulao, and I thought I'll share the recipe with you. Of course, don't forget to subscribe. It's a really quick recipe. I'll try and do it really fast video as I cook it. So I've got an hour before I have to leave. So looking at me, you know I need to make myself a bit more presentable before I go. Okay, let's make this pulao now. So hot pan, 2 to 3 tablespoons of oil. I use sunflower or rapeseed. Next, a teaspoon of cumin seeds go in, and also gonna add I don't know, I can't count right now, maybe 8 to 10 black peppercorns. Then I add in 1 chopped onion, medium size, and then I'm just going to quickly cook this for 5 to 6 minutes until it's lightly golden. And while I have got 5-6 minutes while the onions are cooking, I'm going to quickly prep up the vegetables that I will be adding into the pulao, starting with some potatoes. So I'm going to be honest with you, I'm also going to try and use up some leftover vegetables from the fridge. So I have got a little bit of cabbage here, which I will just chop up as finely as I can. I'm also going to peel and chop 2 potatoes. I always use red because I love the flavor and they're good all-rounder, and 1 pepper. So let me quickly chop, and see it has softened up very nicely and it's just beginning to get a little bit of color. So I'm going to add the cabbage in and just continue to cook this while I chop the other vegetables. That's a bit too thick. Let me finally chop this bit. Now goes in the potatoes. Give it a good mix, and now I'll prep the peppers. So in goes the pepper, and last thing I'm going to add some tomatoes. The vegetables are cooking. I'm just going to chop a couple of medium sized smallish tomatoes, just roughly chopped. I promise I will look better. I will make sure that I am not just walk out of the house like this. You can watch till the end of the video to see if I do make an effort. Anyways, so yeah, it's really nice to go out and see friends, but sometimes, yeah, I leave it to the last minute and then try and get dinner sorted for the family. Right, this is looking beautiful, colorful, stunning. I'm just going to give it 2 minutes. I might just turn the heat high because I love the charred bottom that you get when you are kind of frying the vegetables, because I can cook this on low heat, but if I get that charred bits, it adds so much flavor to it. So while that's happening, I'm going to quickly prep the rice. And while this is cooking, I'm just literally going to throw in just literally a handful of peas. I don't want too many peas. And then continue to cook this for, like I said, 3 to 4 minutes on high heat. Now I add in the spices. So a teaspoon of salt, a teaspoon of chili powder, teaspoon of turmeric powder, and a teaspoon of garam masala, and that's it. Just give it a good mix. That is looking fabulous. And now I add in the rice. Right. Before that, I'm going to add lots of coriander. This is obviously optional. I love it. And I'm adding it now so that it releases its flavor into the rice while the rice is cooking. This smells so good. Right, so in goes the 200 grams of washed rice. I always use basmati rice. And I'm going to very gently mix it all up. I wanted more vegetables and a bit less rice, so that is why. But if you want don't want so many vegetables, you can reduce and just use one potato instead of two. Heat is still on high. I'm adding 400 ml of water to this, 420 actually. And look, it's straight away bubbling because I've added boiling water. So all that left to do is mix it up all really well. And now I put the lid on, reduce the heat to really low for 15 minutes exactly. So this has gone really quiet now, pin drop silence. So I have got exactly 15 minutes, so I'm going to prep a couple of sides to go with it, because obviously I want them to have a lovely meal. So I will show you what I will serve with it. I will make a lovely salad to go with it. So I'm using half a cucumber and I've got one onion. I'm just going to chop it all up roughly and mix it all up in a bowl. Goes in a bowl. You could add tomatoes to this as well, but because I've got tomatoes in the pulao, I'm not adding that. Some salt, some pepper, and just nice squeeze of lemon or lime juice, whatever you have at home. Could also add a little bit of chili powder, and that's it. Moving on to some raita. So the raita is even simpler. So I've just got some natural yogurt here, around 300 grams actually, and just stir it until smooth. Once you have the yogurt, just a quarter teaspoon of salt, quarter teaspoon of ground cumin. And I have got just 7-8 fresh mint leaves. If you don't have mint leaves, you can just skip it. Just make do with what you have at home, because the cumin is a lovely kind of flavor for the raita anyways. Then I add the mint to this. A nice good mix, and there are lots of types of raitas you can make. I have shared a couple of the kinds on the YouTube channel. The rest, there are loads in my books as well. I'm making bundi raita. So I've got some gram flour balls which are called bundi. You can easily find them in Asian supermarkets. I'm just going to add a handful of these and then just stir it. Now always prepare this 10-15 minutes before you serve, because it takes a little bit of time for them to soften up. They are quite crunchy and crispy. So I'm going to just let it sit while our pulao is cooking. I still have 5 minutes left for the timer. I've made my salad, I've made the raita. Now in the 5 minutes, I'm going to give the kitchen a good quick clean. So my timer has just gone off for 15 minutes. Now please do not open this. I'm going to turn the hob off and I'm going to let this sit for 10 to 15 minutes, and in that time I'm just going to go and get ready. That is just enough time for me to get ready. Right guys, I did it. I had 10 minutes to get ready and I am ready. I'm just putting the mic on. Ta-ta! Christmas ready. Thank God I've got little plans to meet friends, because otherwise right now I could be living in pajamas. These days it's just so mad. Pulao has rested and it's been 15 minutes. Oh my God, this is so exciting. Got some cucumber salad to go with it, and also the bundi raita is ready. That is, my friends, a quick aloo pepper pulao. Whoa, look at that. Look at that. Right, we really need to fluff it up with the fork. Look at how fluffy the rice is. Every single time, cooked to perfection. Pulao is smelling amazing, and because of that coriander in the pulao, it kind of really goes into it, the flavors. Obviously, I am not going to eat too much because I'm going out for the meal, right? Remember, this is just for my family. So I'm just taking a little bite to taste, and my mouth is watering because it smells amazing. Very hot. Oh my God. And with a dash of this and this for the crunch. Ooh, hoo, hoo, hoo. Because the kind of yogurt raita has a cooling effect. And hope you guys will try this too over the festive period, or actually any day of the week. This is ready in less than half an hour. There are no excuses. You could use all sorts of vegetables. There are other pulao recipes on the channel. You can try any of them. And don't forget to subscribe. I will see you again very soon with another new recipe. Did you notice my Christmas lights? Bye for now.